Everybody, Rich Lang down here in the bunker with Prep U, coming to you with another weekly update. This weekly update is for 12/6/2020. Man, we are right in the middle of the holiday season already. It seems crazy, which is maybe a good thing considering what this year's been like. Anyhow, let's get to it. What are we going to talk about today? Here we got a bunch of firearm news, legislation, and another recall to throw at you. I'm going to show you a new product, talk about some videos, a really good why I carry, kind of explains to you why you should always carry. Got an ammo update. There's actually ammo out there, which is amazing. Some shout outs, a bunch of shout outs. A lot of people, thanks for commenting on our videos, and a really quick final thought. So let's get to it. All right, firearm legislation. Montana passed LR 130 to ensure your rights to carry and stop anti-gun bureaucrats from imposing concealed carry restrictions. Montana had passed a law a while ago to ensure concealed carry, and what ended up happening was the Democrats in the legislature, I can't imagine there's many Democrats in Montana, but what do I know? Kept trying to actually chip away or even get rid of the fact that for rights for constitutional carry. But through the governor and through the Supreme Court, they've been able to keep the Democrats at bay. So congratulations, Montana. Very good. Excellent. Michigan, on 10/16/2020, Secretary of State Benson prohibited open carry at polls. But on 10/28, Judge Murray of the Michigan Court of Claims struck down that order. Nice job. Excellent. Good to hear. Way to go, Michigan. NICS numbers for November. All right. How do I want to read this? All right, so unadjusted. And what I mean for unadjusted NICS reports, they leave in the amount of requests for code permit checks and permit rechecks for concealed carry. So unadjusted, 3,600,000 basically. Adjusted, which means basically people buying firearms, is 1,949,000 and some change. So 1,949,000 people purchasing or people having background checks so they can purchase. Retail estimates so far are 7.7 million firearms, and these are first-time firearm owners. 7.7 in 2020. We still have December to go, although there's not much out there, and we'll talk about that in a second. So this was a 45.2% increase from 2019, and that's the adjusted. The adjusted, which was almost 2 million, is up 45.2%. Go figure, right? Safety recall notice: Sig Sauer bolt or cross bolt action rifles are being recalled. They had one rifle upon it was Sig Sauer or somebody had it, but this applies to all cross bolt action Sig Sauer rifles currently manufactured. So there's no date. If you've got one, get it to them. This gun has been returned to Sig Sauer upon evaluation. It has been confirmed that the rifle exhibited a delayed discharge after the trigger was pulled. So the trigger's pulled and the firing pin is not going right away. Why? I don't know. It's, Sig Sauer is still trying to figure that out. Let's see if I can. I should have done this before. Highlight this in a way that so you can actually see it. So let's see if this works. So anyhow, if you've got the Sig Sauer cross bolt action rifle, recall at sigsauer.com/cross recall or call Sig Sauer. Let's see if you guys can see that. Let's get that right in there. There's, I think, hopefully you guys can see it. Sig Sauer information to recall this rifle. I know one guy at the range has it, and he was contacted by Sig Sauer, and he returned it. So that's good, you know. Kind of like, you know, if you have a recall on your car, take it in. We had a really good fire when I was a fireman from somebody that didn't take it in. A Ford van that had a bad fuel pump, didn't shut off when you turned the key off. Anyhow, just some notes from the ISRA bulletin for December 3rd. They kind of go over production of ammunition. Everybody's wondering, where the hell's all the ammunition? Who's keeping it? Is it a conspiracy or whatever? But no, it's not. So this is what Richard Pearson, executive director, said. The production of ammunition is more complicated than one might assume. In the fourth quarter of each year, ammunition companies estimate what they're going to need for the following year. So in 2019, ammunition manufacturers how much raw materials would be needed in 2020. This includes handgun, rifle ammunition. Okay, so it requires lead, antimony, copper, zinc, aluminum, bismuth, bronze, rubber, steel, tin, tungsten, and several varieties of plastics. Also needs waxes, oils, and other lubricants have to be purchased. In short, they have to buy a lot of stuff before they begin manufacturing. I didn't know all this stuff. Well, I mean, you know you have to, but you just didn't think. This is the other thing. The other factor is that ammunition companies run a full year production on one caliber and then reset the machine to run another caliber. It's not easy to reset those machines. I have a lot of guys that are tool and die people, and once they set up a line, they run it, and when they're done, they tear it all down and they set it up for something else, and you just don't automatically go back in. So there are not 9mm, 38, 380, 45, and other caliber and ammunition loading machines just sitting around waiting. Because can you imagine if you had a line for every ammunition? How many employees you'd have to have, how much stuff you would have to go and purchase and just have sitting around, and all the inventory, the cash you would have sitting there. But anyhow, ammunition companies are getting ready to process for 2020, and as Richard Pearson from the ISRA said, let's hope they remember what happened in 2020. You know, because a couple little events, I mean, you know, you talk about COVID and the unfortunate, what happened to Mr. Floyd, and things were relatively peaceful starting out, and they just kind of went downhill, and people wanted to protect themselves. So there you go. That's the whole thing about ammunition and why it's hard to find. Once it's run, they don't run anymore. We also talked about shotgun patterns. When you're buying a shotgun for home protection, which is nice, don't forget the spread on the shell. We have a video about that, what shells spread quicker, but it normally takes, doesn't spread as he said shotgun patterns only spread about 1 inch per yard, contrary to popular belief. It's not like a blunderbuss. Remember those? It was just the fluted barrels that they had on pirate ships had. It doesn't automatically do this. You know, it just slowly opens up, you know, the pattern. So just remember that. Hey, have you visited the ISP, Illinois State Police website lately? Looks pretty good. It's got a new look, some new links. Still has a transfer link, which is good, because that's one of the things that they're talking when they go back to committee with Illinois Senate Bill 1966. So you can also check your application status. I don't know how well that works. Maybe some of you guys can tell me if you can actually see it. I think I had one comment from somebody that said they keep checking, and nothing's there. So we'll see. There's also, if you're looking for a concealed carry instructor, there's a link there to find one. The FAQ section looks better, and the forms section is much better, especially if you need to appeal a denial. It looks a lot better. Hopefully they'll get their act together and keep getting it better and better and better. New product. I showed you canned water before. How many of you have seen bagged water? Bagged water. Emergency drinking water. And on here, it's got a manufacture date and a goodbye date. So this was manufactured 9 of 2020, expiration 9 of 2025. Kind of nice to have. You know, got it through Amazon. This is Datrex company. I've seen these before. I think they're one of the main manufacturers in emergency drinking water like this. So that's great just to have around. Obviously, don't leave it in your car. I mean, even though it's an aluminized bag and it's not going to leach any chemicals just because it's going to freeze. And remember, it's not the problem when it freezes, it's when it unfreezes, everything leaks. If you have a sprinkler system, you know how that works. Hey, videos that we've done in the past, we've got 160 plus videos out there. I'm just suggesting to everybody, you know, peruse them, peruse the playlist, take a look at them, especially those of you that are new. We've got all kinds of stuff. We tried to group a lot of our videos in playlists, but there's a lot that are in there that aren't. So take some time. You know, if you got, a lot of people have had a lot of time off. We're going back to school on Monday, so my time off of sitting here and this being my desk is over for 2 weeks until Christmas starts, but Christmas vacation. But there you go. You know, so there's a lot of information on our videos, even on our weekly updates. There are little tidbits in there. I should really put a list of what's in each one out there. Although the description kind of says what's in it. So anyhow, why I carry. So here we go. I'm just going to read this. An armed robber demands cash at a Philly wing stop, but a customer who is licensed to carry, he's walking in, talking on his phone, and drops the would-be robber with one shot. Well, why did he shoot him? Well, the robber, 53 years old, the customer, 20 years old, turned when the customer came in, heard him talking, demanded his phone and money. So when the robber pointed his firearm that he was robbing the store, the Wingstop with, pointed it at the concealed carry holder, he pulled his firearm, took one shot, shot him in the neck, and the robber died almost instantly. I'm sure he bled out a little bit. So the police say customer likely will not face charges since he was licensed to carry and the robber pointed his firearm at him. And this crime happened at 10:20 p.m. at the Wingstop in Philly. It was staffed by 3 people for carry out only. So you never know. You're walking in, want to get some wings. I love Wingstop, by the way. Really good wings. And the next thing you know, who you think is a customer at the counter turns around and has a firearm in his hand. What are you going to do? If you're not carrying, there's not much you're going to do except hand him your phone and all your cash. And hopefully that's all that happens. Bulk ammo. Target Sports USA. I'm just going to talk about the ones that have ammo. Target Sports USA has AK rounds for 34 cents and 7.62 by 54 steel for 54 cents. Or 50 cents. Where did 54? 50 cents. Bulk ammo, you can get X-Tac 5.56 at 89 cents. PMC 9mm at 77 cents. That's bulkammo.com. Ammunition Depot, great place. 9mm for 70 cents a round. And then they have 223 5.56. PMC and Lake City for about $1 a round. A little higher than I want to pay, but hey, at least it's out there. Lax Ammo, they have, and these are all non-bulk. They're just 20 or 50 round boxes. They have 9mm, 308, and 380. So the places I found this week, Target Sports, Bulk Ammo, Ammunition Depot, and Lax Ammo. All right, shout-outs. Here's some shout-outs. Several subscribers commented that they had one of the Smith & Wesson Easy pistols in the recall, and those included Randall F., Metamondo, and Chicago WSOX 212. Thanks for letting me know. And like I said when I commented back to you, let me know how it goes. You know, they had said 10 days. So, you know, let us know, and we'll let other people know about this. So, and if you know people that have that firearm, please pass that video and this video along. Okay, I love saying this. I have a hard time saying this subscriber's name. Ruthard Ishruga made a really good point. Don't you love that? I I love that. Made a good point regarding our prepper article video. He made the comment, he suggested using an e-reader and download a bunch of the stuff that the government has from Homeland Security and other places, and also take your articles that you find and download it to your e-reader. I thought about that, but I don't know why I didn't bring it up. It's a great point, because I was thinking, well, what about power? But now with all solar chargers that you can buy anywhere, get a couple solar chargers you can get 2 really nice ones for $60, and then you get plenty of backup to the backup. You won't run out of power, and whenever you want to, you could always print that article. If you've got a printer too. I have a problem with e-readers. I'm old. I like a book. I like pages. I'm just that way. I have a real hard time. I have an original e-reader. It's actually got the keyboard at the bottom, if you know how old that one is. My wife and daughter love their Fire. So maybe I should just get used to it. But anyhow, thank you. Appreciate that. Connie G commented on our reloads versus remanufactured ammo video. Thanks, Connie. Yeah, there are a lot of differences and a lot of particular things you need to think about. Like I said, with the reloads, if you know the person reloading and you know they're very competent and they've been doing it for a long time, or if you need specific ammo for your rifle, there's no reason not to go with reloads. Remanufactured, like we said, if you ever flip over a box and look at it, or open a box and look at the bottom of all the bullets, you'll find different manufactured, which could have a problem with your extractor not pulling them out properly. Mars 1877 thanked us for sharing the info that we come across. That's what I'm here for. I love doing it. GW, as always, thank you for the thumbs up. Sweet, love it. And Chicago WSOX 212 liked the vehicle rescue tool that we showed in last week's update. It's a really great tool. It's really nice to have. Like I said, I have one on all our key rings. The kids all have them on their key rings. There's extra ones in the car, just in case you have to get out in a hurry. It's really, really important. All right, some final thoughts. Buy early and often. It is the Christmas season. Like I said in that one video, you can get the prepping video, that you can get stuff at a really good price. But if you've noticed, Amazon and UPS and FedEx are everywhere. What does that mean? People are buying everything. Absolutely. We had a discussion at the store that I work at about wanting to make a certain level of sales, which none of the stores in our corporate conglomeration has ever made, and the biggest problem is we're running out of product, and that includes pistols and rifles, and obviously no ammo. We have a lot of accessories and stuff like that. So seriously, don't wait. Purchase as soon as possible and get it delivered. I know UPS is working their butts off. Well, they all are. All delivery services, the Postal Service, UPS, FedEx, DHL are all working their butts off to get stuff to your home. Everybody's out there. So, buy early, buy often, and get your supplies in. Excuse me. And don't disappoint your kids or your grandkids, or especially your wife, or your husband, or your significant other. That's all you got to do. But other than that, that's it for this week. That's our update. I can't think of anything else that I want to throw at you. So yeah, that's it. Thank you, subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the comments. All you people that comment, that's really great. The thumbs up on the videos, really, really important to me. Please pass this along, or all our videos around. Let other people know about it, and so they can have the information, especially the recalls and reasons for carrying or getting your concealed carry license. Or if you're in a constitutional carry state, I implore you to get training. I implore everyone to get training. There's all kinds of places out there. If it's not a license or an NRA or a USCCA instructor, find somebody that knows how to shoot, been shooting for a long time. And dads and moms, teach your kids young. I started when I was 7 years old. Teach them to shoot properly and safely. A child that knows about firearms is not curious about firearms. A child that knows what a firearm can do, understands a firearm, and they may be in a situation with a bunch of their friends, and they may be the one to grab that firearm and say, whoa, and unload it and get it to an adult as soon as possible. So by teaching your kids fire safety, you may save their lives or somebody else's life. So that's it. As we always say when we cancel our videos, close out our videos, is be aware of your surroundings. It's so important now more than ever with the holiday season. Everybody's like frazzled and everything like that, but always be aware of your situations. Always know 2 ways out of any building that you are in. Be prepared for anything. Also, stock up your stockpiles. That didn't sound right, but anyhow, get your stockpiles stocked all the way up. Make sure that you have 72 or more hours of food for each individual that you may have to bug out with or evacuate with. And please have 30, 60, 90 days of food for each and every individual, including especially water for you and your pets and your family. And prep like your life depends on it, because we all know proper prepping will save your life. Take care.